Hi, my name is Brendan McCabe. Welcome to Read Alouds with Mr. Brendan. And this is Muncha, 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 a hilarious book by Candace Fleming and G. Brian Candace. Let's get into it right now. Here we go. Muncha, Muncha, Muncha. For years, Mr. McGreenley dreamed of planting a garden. He dreamed of getting his hands dirty, of growing yummy, yummy vegetables, and of gobbling them all up. That sounds like a pretty good dream, Mr. McGreenley. But he never once tried it until this spring, said Mr. McGreenley. This spring, by golly, I'm going to plant a garden. So he hoed and he sowed and he watched his garden grow. Lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes. Yum, yum, yummy, said Mr. McGreenley. I'll soon fill my tummy with crisp, fresh veggies. But one night, when the sun went down and the moon came up, 3 hungry bunnies appeared. Tippy, 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 pat! Muncha, muncha, muncha! You can see they're eating his vegetables. Right now, really quick, do you think he's going to be happy or sad about that? Let's see. It was actually secret option number 3. The next morning, when Mr. McGreenley saw his gnawed sprouts, he was angry. Grr. So mad, yeah. Not sad or happy or anything like that. So he built a small wire fence around his vegetable garden. Should be good. Maybe I'll keep the bunnies out. There, he declared. No bunny is going to get into my garden now. And the sun went down, and the moon came up. Tippy, 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 pat. Spring, hurdle, dash, dash, dash. Muncha, muncha, muncha. Did the fence work? Not really. The next morning when Mr. McGreenley saw his gnawed sprouts, he was really angry. Oh. So he built a tall wooden wall behind the small wire fence all around his vegetable garden. Hump, he huffed. Them flop ears will never get over it. Nobody can get in my garden now. I hope so. This fence does look much better. The sun went down and the moon came up. Tippy, 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 pat. Dig, scrabble, scratch, scratch, scratch. I think they dug under it. Spring, hurdle, dash, dash, dash. Muncha, muncha, muncha. So the big fence didn't work either. The next morning, when Mr. McGreenley saw his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, and his gnawed sprouts, he was really, really angry. So he made a deep, wet trench outside the tall wooden wall, behind the small wire fence, all around his vegetable garden. Sorry, I was sitting over there too much. You see, this is better. Okay, cool. Ha! He snorted. Them pufftails can't get under it. They can't get over it. No bunny's getting to my garden now. And the sun went down and the moon came up. And tippy, tippy, pat, 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 dive, spladdle, splash, 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 dig, scrabble, scratch, 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 spring, hurdle, dash, 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 muncha, muncha, muncha. That was a lot of stuff. All right, so they had to sneak over, dive through the thing, climb through the fence, go over the little wire fence, and then they got to eat it. Oh, they did it this time. The next morning, when Mr. McGreenley saw his chomp blossoms, his chewed stems, his nibbled leaves, and his gnawed sprouts, he was furious. In case you can't guess what furious means from my face, it's really, really super duper angry. So angry you don't know what to do. All right. So he hammered and blocked, sawed and stocked, drilled and filled and trapped and locked. And he built a huge, enormous thing before the deep, wet trench, outside the tall wooden wall, behind the small wire fence, all around his vegetable garden. I've outsmarted them twist whiskers for sure, he exclaimed. They can't get through it, they can't get under it, and they can't get over it. No bunny, no how, no way can get into my vegetable garden now. And the sun went down and the moon came up. And tippy, 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 stop! The 3 hungry bunnies looked and smelled and touched the huge, enormous thing before them. And tippy, 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 pat! The 3 bunnies hopped away. Whoa, it worked! Let's see how Mr. McGreenley feels now. How do you think? Happy? Really happy? Still angry? Maybe a little bit. Let's see. The next morning when Mr. McGreenley saw his untouched vegetables, he was happy. I beat the bunnies. I beat the bunnies. He whooped and did a jiggly wiggly victory dance. Then he climbed over, jumped across, squeezed between, and crawled until he reached his vegetable garden. Ah, sighed Mr. McGreely, at last. Smacking his lips, he picked and pulled up lettuce, carrots, peas, tomatoes, and with his basket overflowing, he reached in for something yummy. Now I want you to notice something really quick. While he's dancing about beating the bunnies, there's his basket on the floor. The bunnies look like they're sneaking in. Now I look here. When he's climbing over, I see some bunny ears, and I see those bunny ears still in here. And he's been putting fruits and vegetables into that basket. So what happened? Muncha, muncha, muncha! And Mr. McGreely does not look happy anymore. But on the last page, he sits and he eats carrots with the happy 3 bunnies. So at least he got some vegetables, and so did the bunnies. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope you have a fabulous day. See you later.